into the Good Witch of Constantinople.
Cool. Where's Constantinople's political center?
Constantinople was built along the Silk Roads by Emperor Constantine, who named the city after himself.
How are the people governed?
Emperors, like in China, were the main power and other people had lower political positions that managed smaller groups of people. There was also slavery involved in the society.
How is the succession of power determined?
Like most ancient civilizations at the time, it was based on lineage, but it could also be overthrown and taken on by a new lineage. This wasn't as common because, unlike China, they did not have thousands of years of rule. It was a few centuries before they assimilated to the Roman Empire. Look, it's a townsperson of Constantinople.
Hey there! Can you explain the economic activity in Constantinople?
Yeah, so Constantinople was among the most robust economies in the Mediterranean for many centuries. Prime hub in a trading network that at various times extended across nearly all of Europe, of Eurasia and North Africa.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I know, right?
What trade routes is the city located on?
It was located on important east-west and north-south trade routes. And Trebizond was an important port in the eastern trade. And the exact routes varied over the years with wars and political situation. Imports and exports were uniformly taxed at 10%.
Cool.
Yeah.
What other empires does the city trade with?
So raw silk was bought from China and made up into fine brocades and cloth of gold that commanded high prices through the world. And textiles must have been by far the most important item of export. Silks were certainly imported in Egypt, and they also appear in Bulgaria and the West. The empire had also trading activity through Venice.
What goods does the city import?
The other commodities that were traded in Constantinople and elsewhere were numerous: oil, wine, salt, fish, meat, vegetables, other elementary products, timber, and wax. Ceramics, linen, and woven cloth were also items of trade, and luxury items such as silks, perfumes, and spices were also.
Look, it's a Constantinople elitist.
What are some of the social aspects of the city?
Byzantine society was very religious and it held certain values in high esteem, including respect for order and traditional hierarchies. Family was at the center of society, and marriage, chastity, and celibacy were respected and celebrated.
Are certain groups treated better than others?
In addition to elite classes at the top of the society, Byzantine society had numerous social hierarchies among peasants who were not a homogeneous group. The lives of peasants differed greatly depending on whether they owned their property or depended on private or state landowners.
How are women treated?
Because family was so significant, women and mothers were seen as important members of the family unit, though some women joined monastic orders. Despite some restrictions, many women had a role in public life and engaged in commercial activities. Women also had the right to inherit and often had independent wealth, which was frequently in the form of dowry.
Goodbye, Constantinople elitists. Over the past, why don't we go back to the present?
Sounds good!
Woo! We shake. Welcome to Constantinople, which is present-day Istanbul.
Cool! Whoa! Constantinople is now known as Istanbul. And since the mid-1990s, Istanbul's economy has been one of the fastest growing among OECD metro regions. That's cool.
Yeah?
Istanbul is responsible for 27% of Turkey's GDP, with 20% of the country's industrial labor force residing in the city. As expected for a city of its size, Istanbul has a diverse industrial economy, producing commodities as varied as olive oil, tobacco, vehicles, and electronics. Istanbul is home to Borsa Istanbul, the sole exchange entity of Turkey, which combined the former Istanbul Stock Exchange, the Istanbul Gold Exchange, and the Derivatives Exchange of Turkey. Istanbul's 70 museums are the most visited, which are the Topkapi Palace Museum and the Hagia Sophia, bringing in 30 million in revenue each year. That's cool.
Istanbul's a cool place.
Oh.
Goodbye, Maddie. I hope you learned a lot.
Okay, here, is there two? I'll take one of them.
Go.
Wow, that was really interesting. I learned a lot.
Well, it's not over yet. We still have to learn about more things.
Plastic.
My bad.
Or like all around the album. Is there some kind of cultural diversity?
Yes, Constantinople was a very diverse city.
Hold on.
How are you waving if she's in a different country?